Hello. If you don't know me by now, I'm Edie, and I like to do tarot readings for fun. If you're not into that type of thing, that's totally fine. You can scroll on through. I really don't give a shit. I'm just here to spread my light. So today is a fun day. For those that are catching the eye, I got a new deck. It came in yesterday, the day of the new moon. It is called the Tarot of Colors. It's kind of supposed to be like a color theory sort of tarot deck. I got it because I thought the art was pretty and I fucking love colors. So I backed that shit. So if you're someone who enjoys the colors of the deck, take it. Take it. Hold on, are we taking this? Are we taking this? I'm not taking this. Okay. While I shuffle, I gotta be like prepared. So, as usual, I just kind of ask, what's the collective need to know? And at the bottom of the deck, we got what? The Lovers. It's kind of a cute little... Reminds me of like a Red Canyon type of situation. Oh yeah, in case anyone's curious, this is the box. This is the box. It doesn't... I don't think it actually says the company of who made it, so... Have fun Google searching that. So we got Lovers, though. I just got the theme to Beauty and the Beast playing in my head where they're dancing in the ballroom. I just have that flashing. Could be something that, like, the masculine question wants to do, or maybe the collective. Or the hermits. This is going to be a very tranquil pull, I can just tell. It's just like... So, it feels like we, like, want to have a relationship, we want to have love, we want to have equal give and take in this... I don't know why you're hearing this existence. It's drastic. But collective's in the hermit mode. And just like, with this card, with how the hermit is like, there's so much... I'm hearing depth in it. Like, okay, so there's so much depth in this card. There's so much to grow upon, look within. And it's kind of where the collective is at right now. It just seems like the collective is lost in their own healing journey. Like, there's... It's like the collective's in hermit mode because they're aware of the possibilities that could be in front of them. And it's just trying to figure out which life path to go on. Or to focus on. The Hangman in reverse, because we are focusing on ourselves because we want to avoid getting trapped in a cycle that we don't want to go through again. So that's why we're in hermit mode, is we're trying to avoid and or break a cycle that may have us stuck. Possibly in the hermit mode. Two of Pentacles. Oh god. Okay. Being afraid of repeating cycles is holding back the change that you want and need to happen. You're holding... This collective is holding back. Is holding back. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Swords. There's some sort of connection tied to possibly financial gain that you may have to drop, or drop connections where people are specifically trying to benefit off of you. That's what it feels like, because it seems like to a degree this collective knows the Three of Swords as these individuals that you need to let go of are holding you back and like preventing you from healing some sort of wound. It could be that for some of the collective. Pull more cards. The Nine of Wands, yeah. this is all happening underneath the surface of the collective, who is in the Nine of Wands energy, who's currently holding on and like enduring. This is all happening underneath the surface that people don't see about the collective. What I get with this top row is collectives in hermit mode, trying to work on breaking cycles because they don't want to get stuck in them. But there's nothing wrong with focusing on that, but that is also delaying some sort of necessary change that the collective needs to go through, or is going through at this current time. It may feel chaotic for them as they're going through this, trying to make sure they don't fall back into this cycle. Because the collective has dropped things and people. The collective has done that in order to heal some sort of heartbreak, and that's what's underneath the surface that people don't see. What the collective has endured. Page of Cups. This. Hold on. The Five of Swords. It's like I'm hearing people want to like hand you some sort of cup while you're in this hermit mode to help like entice getting you out of it, because there's a lot of conflict that the collective is not, one, the collective doesn't see, and also two, the collective is not a part of, that's happening behind the scenes with the Five of Swords and by the Five of Swords upright. Yeah, there's people fighting in the background because they're pissed that the collective has dropped these individuals with the Ten of Wands. These people are fighting amongst themselves, trying to gain your attention in any way, shape, or form, because they're so depressed that they don't like the sun. I feel like when you give them attention, it like makes their fucking day with the sun upright. But they don't actually do that for you. They bring you down. They're like a bummer. And they're bummed that they're a bummer for you. And I get, like, with the Ten of Wands, it's like these people that you dropped are, like, surprised that you dropped them. They, like, can't believe it. Let me go through this. So, like, I don't know if anyone drinks Liquid Death. I got this specifically because it was on sale and I got curious. They're honestly, like, I don't think they're bad. I just think they're hella overpriced. Is that... Because I see Liquid Death, like, a lot in, like, concert venues. When I go to, like, concerts and, like, festivals. Liquid Death is always, like, it's just really expensive. I don't know. If anyone's just, like, I don't know what this one is. I think it's, like, Agave. Agava. Not sure how I'm pronouncing. I know for a fact I'm not pronouncing it right. In my defense, it's not a native fruit in my country. I don't think, at least. Anyway. Maybe in the desert, I think. Anyway. Whoop! Focus. So I'm going to go through the sun in reverse. I'm going to go through that. These people are upset because it came with a plan, and the Seven of Wands in reverse, these people who came after the collective tried to convince themselves what they were doing was, like, they had their every right to, but they really fucking didn't, because when people started questioning and pushing on these individuals, they, with the sun in reverse, realized, oh shit, I cannot defend my behavior, which I've done towards the collective, which kind of ruins their plan, because they needed the collective to look bad in order for them plan to go through. Collective is in the Nine of Pentacles, which got this Queen of Swords. She was kind of like one of the ringleaders. One of the ringleaders, because this was a group effort that feels like comes from, like, different hierarchies of this little fucking group. But she was, like, kind of the main culprit. She lied a lot on the collective because she didn't want the collective to be seen as successful and abundant, because collective Knight of Pentacles can usually talk about single, sexy, and successful, usually. And that's what has this Queen of Swords all up in her fucking head about. She wanted to take away... Wow. So, like, this Queen of Swords literally wanted to take away any and all of this collective's manifestations and give them to herself. She viewed she was entitled. So I got the Magician reverse, the World in reverse. This Queen of Swords felt entitled to this collective's destiny / abundance, whatever you want to call it. She felt entitled to it, but she couldn't manifest against the collective, actually. I mean, she might have succeeded for a while, but in the end she couldn't do it. With the World in reverse, her plan failed. And it seems like she while she was doing this, she specifically, okay, so this Queen of Swords kept running her mouth, right? Because when she was running her mouth about the collective, that's when people paid attention to her. And then she realized, I think after a certain time, that's the only way anyone would pay attention to her. So she constantly talked about the collective any fucking chance she got, especially anything negative. She never had anything positive to say. Queen of Swords reverse, this bitch never had anything positive to say. It was always something the collective was doing, blah, 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 blah. But she did this so much that now too many people are, like, aware of her and her antics. And she's looking, I'm hearing, pretty fucking stupid right now. Because people are being aware the amount of injustice she did towards the collective that she convinced people to do. So with this card, the Justice in reverse, there's a guy holding a scale, right? I don't know if you can see it in here for TikTok. It's right fucking... It's not really zooming in all that great. There's a scale here, but the other half is hidden. Scale here, but the other half is hidden. I get this bitch was actively mistelling a whole fucking story to try and justify her shitty behavior, but there was none because she was specifically hiding things from people in order to force all this shitty, shady, gross, malicious behavior onto the collective. She was never telling the whole truth the entire time. She was convinced these groups to go after the collective. Because Homegirl saw this Ace of Pentacles, saw the blessing that this collective was bound to have. But in the end, though, she tried to get it, but she didn't get it. This is Collective's blessing. Collective has this Ace of Pentacles. She is in great despair with the Star in reverse because she wanted to be the Star so fucking badly. Because that's what the collective is. The collective is a star seed, someone who just naturally gains public recognition or, like, attention just by being their authentic self. And this bitch doesn't know how to do that. And that's being made clear about how basically this Queen of Swords was being an imposter this entire time. People are seeing through her with the Two of Swords. People are seeing right through her. And she's in utter despair about it because she cares a lot about her public image. She cares a lot. And she was going for a Ten of Pentacles. She was trying to take a Ten of Pentacles from the collective. She worked with her little friend group, the Three of Cups, her little friend group that was eager to do shady, malicious things because this group is very toxic. And I'm hearing sadistic. And just unnecessarily cruel. These people are awful. They just are horrible human beings. She worked with these people to cast spell work. To try and take this Ten of Pentacles. And this Queen of Swords was telling people, well, if we get this collective, I promise you'll get some of this money. That's because she orchestrated it, so she was getting paid. But she was telling her friends, well, if you help me do this, I'll give you X amount of money. If you help me commit with this. And that's what they did. That was the opportunity so this hold on. That's what they did with the Page of Swords in reverse. They heavily stalked the collective and were just abusive and just malicious and deceptive. They just consistently acted out against the collective. They enjoyed it. They just were cruel. This little group. My pizza's done. Hold on, I gotta take it out of the oven. Okay, so they did all this because apparently there is some sort of offer from a King of Pentacles, an investor, who is looking to... I heard the word fuel, but I don't understand why fuel. This King of Pentacles is looking to provide... There's some opportunity with this big investor. There's some sort of big daddy investor going on. And this investor was going to provide an opportunity towards the collective at one point, but then the Queen of Swords meddled in and was actively trying to take this offer from this King of Pentacles, because this offer that comes with this King of Pentacles is a very incredibly, very lucrative offer that I heard can be set for life. And this this Queen of Swords wanted to take that from the collective. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, she's not getting that. That's not fated to happen for her. I get this is for a collective. Like, part of her bad karma for fucking with the collective is this collective gets this offer. And that's her bad karma, is collective getting this offer, because she wanted this offer a lot. Interesting. So I got the Eight of Wands, the Fool, the Chariot, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. It's like... something is happening. But the Fool in reverse is throwing me off, because usually it talks about being reckless, and so that's considered my dumb fuck card. But there's something... I think the Wheel of Fortune, too, is there's going to be a lot of communication with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands can talk about communication about her dumb fuckery. Like, that gets exposed, and that comes in really fast about how she... I'm hearing fucked up her whole life path. And then, while that's happening, someone is going full force. So the Chariot, Knight of Wands, Four of Wands, there's someone out there that wants to come in, like, very, very fast. Like, right, like, okay, so, like, Knight of Wands, the Chariot, just something... There's an energy, masculine. It's masculine. There's a masculine energy that wants to come in really passionately, like, really fast. Like, it's, like, almost like ASAP type of level. To have a sort of union with the collective, the Four of Wands. Some, like... You know what? I don't get it's just masculine, too. It feels like a soul tribe type of thing. Like, people were trying to be led astray. The communication about how this Queen of Swords actively was trying to lead people down the wrong fucking path with the Fool in reverse. That's what that is. Okay. She's gonna also get bad karma for actively deceiving people. Because these people, it seems like they want to turn around now and come towards you to have a like some sort of union, could be like a union, but like a community. Like, people want to be a part of your community. This has the Queen of Swords all out of balance because she sees you getting your Ten of Cups. I definitely get the Ten of Cups. Like, for some collective out there, you're gonna have a family of some sort, blended family, new family, wherever your life path is right now. This is gonna throw this bitch all out of whack because she just doesn't want to see you fucking happy. Like, it's crazy. With the Temperance in reverse, it's just like she can't stand to see you fucking happy. It makes her so upset to see you happy because I don't know what it is. This Queen of Swords just has a fucking out for the collective. I don't know what it is. Yep, Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, Six of Pentacles. Everything this bitch took from the collective, whether it's energetically or financially, both. I'm hearing for some property. All the fucking malicious actions she did, like literally to steal all your fucking money and abuse you and slander you all throughout the fucking town on the internet. Oh yeah, she has to give all of that energy is coming back to you in the form of an abundance because you absorbed and transmuted a lot of this toxic ass energy. So now that so the universe is rewarding you for. I mean, at the top row here, it talks about being enduring this bullshit. So she made you endure all this shit, and this is what's underneath the layers of what this bitch installed underneath that people can't see. Okay. Alright. We're back at it. Took my pizza out and grabbed a fucking sip of a drink. And chewed on a little Aussie bite. If I know what those are, I don't know what they're called, but they're tasty. Anyway, and they're healthy. I'm trying to do that. Anyway. Ten of Wands in reverse. So, there's the King of Wands that was part of this little fucking thing. Romantic interest. Is that who he is? Is that it? It feels like some sort of X energy. This resonates. You dropped a King of Wands, someone who could not keep his dick in his fucking pants. Very sexual. Slight aggression is what I'm feeling too. You dropped him because this King of Wands, like, okay, so with this, it's like Ten of Wands, this person is leaving that way, the King of Wands is facing the other direction. Like, two people are going in two separate ass directions, right? So you dropped this King of Wands because you're like, I'm done with your bullshit. I don't want to be part of a relationship where I can't fucking trust you and you cannot control your impulses. This is an impulsive king. An impulsive king who just can't keep his dick in his pants. He went towards an illusion. Seven of Cups, the moon. He went towards a fantasy that had no grounding in reality. He went towards something that clearly was too good to be true. But with the moon, it was like, yeah, this is an illusion, but also with the moon, like, I hear, like, but there's a catch. So he thought he was fulfilling this fantasy that he decided to be a part of, which I'm assuming is, with the King of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Cups, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that this was some sort of, I don't know if it was an open polyamorous relationship, but there definitely were a lot of fucking partners, for sure, and that's what he wanted to fulfill and have. But it came at a cost, because you dropped this man, which means you don't want him in your life at all. And that caused him to be in the King of Cups in reverse situation. The same masculine? Same masculine? No, this is a different masculine. Interesting. There's a King of Cups in reverse who feels like he can't compete. This King of Cups is upset because I guess there's feelings for you, but they're like conflicting feelings. I don't think this King of Cups knows how he feels about the collective, to be honest. I just know with the Five of Wands, he feels like he doesn't compare or compete. I don't know, it's like confusing. I don't think this King of Cups knows how he feels about the collective, and that's what throws him off. But he's not trying to fight for the collective, I can tell you that much. It's just there's some random masculine out there that is just upset that they, like, can't compete. Can't compete or feels like they can't, like, put their rod in the race because you, like, sailed away from them. So I'm assuming this was someone part of, like, who was harassing you to some degree. I think that's what it is. I think this was, like, one of the, like, cronies that was, like, sent to attack the collective, and this energy developed feelings for the collective and doesn't know how to express them. Wants to be with the collective, but feels like they can't be with the collective, so they're not bothering, like, putting their quote-unquote rod in the ring. Because this person views the collective as sailed away calmly away from them. And they have, like, really... It's like two wolves, like, aggressively fighting within each other. I don't know if anyone's heard that, the two wolves thing. That's what it feels like on the inside. This King of Cups in particular has really conflicting feelings over the fucking collective. They don't know how to process their emotions. Which is why they're not bothering to compete, because I don't think they know how to be or handle the collective, because they are so stuck within their emotional range and depth of like how to process it that they just like aren't bothering. Is it past tower? There was some tower that happened recently regarding a High Priestess and a King of Swords. High Priestess in reverse, King of Swords upright. Something happened between these two. This talks about big in reverse for me. This is talking about a past tower. These two had some sort of fucking big blowout to some degree. They like. It feels like this King of Swords came up and decided to confront this High Priestess in the reverse. And I don't know what happened, but it feels like there was some sort of explosion. Like, I don't know, some words got exchanged. Or this High Priest... Because it's on the High Priestess, the tower. So there's something this High Priestess said or did that gave her away, that caused a sort of tower in not only her life, but apparently the King of Swords' life as well, too. Like, I feel like this King of Swords, like, pissed off and is like, can't believe he has to confront this bullshit. That's what it feels like. And this High Priestess is, like, trying to defend herself, and then she lets something slip. It was like a Freudian slip of some degree when they were talking, or... I don't know if they were talking. I feel like they were more like... You know, it seems like this King of Swords just wanted to get down to the business and didn't really play along, like, play friendly. Just kind of wanted to get to the fucking point. That's what I'm tapped into. But there's something this High Priestess said that caused a tower that happened in the past. It could be about a tower she installed in the collective's life. Or this is a tower that already, like, this conversation already happened, and this was like a big tower moment between these two. Because this King of Swords apparently knows about how this High Priestess, I'm hearing, hired a group of people to specifically fuck with the collective. The Six of Cups, I'm getting like the collective's energy, like collective's like pure, like collective has a good, strong, like, quote unquote pure energy that people, or innocent energy that people like siphon off of. And King of Swords feels like he called out this High Priestess for doing that and knows about it because there's some sort of exchange of money and service that he was able to tap into. This causes this High Priestess to freak out with the Five of Cups and Nine of Swords because she's been found out and this wasn't supposed to go the way it was supposed to go. She's worried about her connections that she gathered. But there's going to be judgment called upon her. An emperor calls judgment on her. Ooh, brings her into some sort of law system with the Hierophant. Yeah, this emperor, like, brings... Yes, and this emperor calls judgment. Oh, yeah. She's worried about... She's wondering if she can escape this judgment because of her connections that she has with the Two of Cups. She feels confident about that, but she's not really sure. She's worried about it. But judgment's been called the emperor. I definitely get the emperor's bringing her to, like, court with the Hierophant. Like, just, like, this good guy, like, waiting. Uh-huh. She's disturbed because if she goes to court, she either has to give a confession or they're already, like, Seven Swords in reverse, they already know what they've done to the collective, who's the Queen of Wands. I get Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Lovers. Yeah, it's gonna be fucked up because this feminine's gonna be so upset because she's gonna have to, she feels like, or I don't know where timeline we're in right now regarding this, but either she feels like she's gonna have to give a confession or they already, like, caught her in the act and she knows about this and she can't escape it because they know what they've done to this collective who comes as the Queen of Wands. And probably this happens because collective is in their Queen of Wands energy right now and is bringing attention to some of the bullshit that's been happening. And this, when this person confesses, they confess they did it because they specifically wanted the collective to be in the Five of Pentacles energy and to never receive, like a love life. Like, just have a solid connection of just, like a union. They actively didn't want the collective to be in any sort of union. They wanted the collective to be out in the cold and just fucking preferably homeless, and alone. Because they wanted to steal the union, specifically the energetic union, is what they wanted to take and steal from the collective. But they're upset because they're instead going to be in the Five of Pentacles, while the collective has their union. Go over this one. God, I got itch in my back. Hold on. I should probably pause for this, but whatever. Okay. And I think because the collective is in their Queen of Wands energy, with the Page of Cups underneath the Hermit, people want to extend their cup to... I heard give thanks, because I guess this collective has helped people on their journey of self-discovery. Like, the people who came after the collective, like, I'm assuming the collective I have tattoos, like, very spiritual, and possibly a divination artist. People have learned things about themselves by watching you and how you went through your journey. So people want to extend the cup as, like, almost in things, but also to, like, extend, be like, hey, like, I'm an ally. So there are some people that want to help you out. Last shuffle. How many? Okay. Anything else you can tell me? Anything else you can tell me? Anything else you can tell me? Four of Cups. It's that opportunity I was talking about. What's going on with it? What's going on with the opportunity? Three of Pentacles. Somebody wants to work with you. Because these people are stuck in cycles they're trapped in. They want to get out of it. They want to get out of the cycles that they're trapped in. My friend's card. Two of Cups underneath the Two of Pentacles. Oh. So the people who are getting this offer have already cut out connections of people that tried bringing negative change into your life. So this offer that's coming towards you is an offer to work together. But if you're worried about the people, if you're worried about working with people that try to fuck you over, it seems like this opportunity doesn't come with those individuals. Nine of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I'm definitely getting this offer. They don't want they don't want you to worry about your stability. They want you to have stability, because people try to take away your stability. So this comes with stability you should have to worry about. The Page of Pentacles underneath. Let's see if there's more I have to pull. Ten of Swords. The Page of Swords. Which deck? Hold on, let's pull from the what's the T? Panthera? I want to pull on the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. To relight some dragon blood. Hold on a second. Alright. Can you clarify the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords? I'm trying to figure I can't figure out what perspective it's supposed to be from. Because Page of Pentacles underneath the Three of Swords is kind of throwing me for a loop. Keep shuffling. Alright, clarify the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. An apology. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is with the Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles, they don't want to commit to breaking your heart because they've seen you go through a Ten of Swords and come out of it still fucking strong as fuck. So there's some sort of apology these individuals want to give. Hesitation. I feel like they thought this through at some point. Loneliness. Luck. It's a commitment you have to make, though. Whatever this is, it's like you have to commit to it for life. Oh no, that's not an accident either. These people are hurt. That's why they want to make this offer, is because they're hurting. Nightmare in reverse. They want to get out of something they put themselves in. Some sort of backfire, some sort of unintended consequence that with the draw reverse they can't get out of. Imagination. They need your energy or talent in order for themselves to get out of something they kind of put themselves in. They need your luck, they need your energy to get out of this because they don't know what else to do at this point. But what I'm getting with this is, like Spirit says with the Page of Swords, I'm definitely getting, like, you need to sit back and watch this unfold. Because things are going to happen in certain ways, apparently. There are people that have to pay the price that are going to go through some sort of accident because of some commitment they made. They want to get out of a nightmare they put themselves in, but they can't. They can't break the contract with withdrawal in reverse. They need you. They need you. They need your energy, the imagination with good luck. They need your energy to help themselves get out of this mess. They feel. I'm with alone. I feel like they feel helpless. Apparently, they're willing to write you a big fucking check in order to help them get out of this fucking mess. They are willing to give you a lot of money. Part of that offer might actually be this. Part of this offer actually might be them desperately paying you to, like, help them get out of their fucking... For some of these people, these soul contracts, because there were some... I guess there's some people that did not realize and / did not know, and now they're kind of stuck with this bullshit, and they're, like, pissed about it because they were lied to. But also, they signed, like, some sort of spiritual contract. And when you sign spiritual contracts, you, like, you know, have to just, like, when in general, so, like, 3D contracts, like, you can't really, like, weasel your way out of. I mean, you can sometimes, depending, but, like, 5D contracts are a little bit different than 3D contracts. Spirit is more, like, holds you literally word for word. And the thing with Spirit, too, that people, I feel like, don't realize, is Spirit has a sick sense of humor and actively likes to fuck around and find out with how you word things, so you have to be careful with how you word things when it comes to spell work and especially spiritual contracts. These people, I don't think they really realize the full extent, to be honest. They really didn't. But no, there's people that, like, they definitely want you because Oof. Let's see what we got. This one? Okay, I guess we're going Panthera for Oracle for a little bit. A loss. Okay. People are taking some L's, and they're getting frustrated because apparently you were supposed to be sick at this time. You were supposed to have some sort of severe illness, but you didn't, which for some reason is causing these people to have a loss because you're not sick. I feel like with loss in reverse, a lot of people are going to die through a sickness. Yeah, people. Oh, oh, jeez. Well, we got lost and okay in reverse and then fucking death. I mean, like fucking. Okay. Yeah, so that's them. Yeah, that's wild. That's like, that's like funny. That kind of sucks to a degree. That kind of sucks to a degree for these individuals, but I mean, that's funny of how I pull those cards and be like, oh, damn. I get you. Like, so you're, okay, so people are gonna pass away because they're fucking with shit they really should not be fucking with. But these people did not fucking care at that time until, uh-oh, it's time for them to pay the consequences now, and suddenly it is now a fucking problem. I don't know why, but I heard my spirit too was like, why? You thought you had that pretty privilege? That's what I heard. Say that as it resonates. You gotta, like, chill, bro. Gotta chill. There's some sort of friendship that reveals some sort of strategy, and they're gonna, like, help you out, and they're not... Okay. Spirit is gonna send, at some point, Spirit's gonna send some, like, a soul tribe or, like, a friend who's gonna help block some sort of a strategy, like, literally help block some sort of strategy. Some friend's gonna reach out to you before some sort of strategy can unfold. Spirits is not to worry about it, and protest and reverse is, like, says go with the flow with it. You're gonna end up collaborating with a group of people. This is gonna stress out the people who have consistently tried doing so much ritual magic against the collective to try and steal all their savings, and they overindulge trying to do that. But yeah, no, these people are going to try and cast these rituals to try and, like... Oh, God. This is so irritating. They're trying to induce stress, but all the rituals are backfiring because they're trying to steal, like, they're trying to steal, like, money or, like, property or just, like, energy, just, like, anything. They're just trying to steal it all. And they're just, because they've overindulged in the collective's energy beforehand, since collective has, like, kind of guarded that back, they're, like, going crazy. You're ready for them. They are overloaded. They want to stop you. Yeah, you're always prepared. Wherever they try to throw you, it ends up causing them to be overloaded, and it's like they want to stop. Some of these people are just, like, exhausted with how your energy is so, like, ready to go. Like, I'm fucking ready to, like, I'm ready to take it on. Some of these people are gonna go homeless because they couldn't gain off your gift. They tried taking the gift from you, like, your spiritual gifts, spiritual inheritance. They tried to take that away from you to gain off of it, but instead, since they didn't gain, they're end up gonna go homeless, apparently. Womp womp. Let's go with illness. Let's see what that's about. Alright. So, illness, libation, justice in reverse. So, okay. People are, like, praying on this collective's downfall to have an illness. And Spirit says, no, that'd be injustice. We're not making the collective sick because you are just a petty little bitch. Something about the origin story is something about the collective's origin story of how this whole process came to be I get with like goals like going to fucking like take off and soar. And there are people who are disturbed by that because people, this could be a collective that does divination work. Collective B tapped in and a divination artist that can call out, we'll say, demonic interference with situations. And these people who are against the collective, with idea in reverse, marionette in reverse, profession in reverse, they have no idea on how to control the collective or manipulate the collective to do their bidding, because they don't want the collective to step into their purpose by getting a profession of getting like purpose. Like they don't want the collective to fucking do that or their job. They just like don't want the collective to succeed. They want to be the ones who control the collective. Because there's some, especially since there's some promise that they could not uphold, and now they are experiencing some. This is natural disaster, but I also heard supernatural disaster, so that could be interesting. I think we're going to experience some really crazy weather patterns at some point. That's going to affect something regarding the housing market with real estate in reverse. There's going to be some supernatural natural disasters that's going to cost people their houses. This puts people pride in reverse, coach in reverse, bully in reverse, indictment in reverse. There are people in power that are going through a fucking ego death because I don't know. They're insecure about the collective, possibly calling their shit out. These people are trying to coach their like little minions on how to bully and like the collective, but nobody's like, it's not working out, like it's not happening. Like they can be bullying, but the collective doesn't really give a fuck. They're trying to bribe more people to do that, to start some sort of conflict, but it doesn't work. And with Fairy Universe, I get the collective doesn't get mad, but also there's someone out there who is in a marriage that they regret being in with apology. Like this person wants to go to the collective and apologize for being in this marriage they want desperately to be out of. Womp womp womp. Go through this. Go through this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Final outcome. Alright, shuffle. Deck, go on. Page of Swords in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Moon. Yeah, these people were... Okay. So, Spirit says, like, with Page of Swords, sit back and, like, kind of watch it unfold, because these people fucked around with things that are just, like, dark. I'm seeing Baphomet. I'm just seeing, like, I'm just seeing demonic beings and entities were fucked around with the Magician reverse. And it did around especially the moon cycles, so there's a reckoning to unfold. Because they could manifest against the light, against the collective's life, but they tried. Yeah, the moon, seven cups reversed, the illusions are going to be broken. Over how the Knight of Pentacles, people tried taking from the star, the collective that shines bright. There's going to be quick communication about that. Well, actually... Huh. It's like once the collective gets recognized, it's like things start moving fast, and then just jumps to Ten of Cups. Like, things are going to spiral in a positive direction, which has people upset with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, because you get this like happily ever after, and they are stuck with the karma that they accumulated for themselves. Emperor and the High Priestess and the King of Wands. It's like it's like this is the group, this is the posse. Is it 3 people? Oh, God damn it. Is it 3? Okay. So I know the High Priest is collective, right? Talking to myself, don't mind me. Talking to the voice in my head. That's collective. Alright. Is the Emperor and the King of Wands the same person? Same person? No, these are 2 different masculines. So, an Emperor, a High Priestess, and a King of Wands decide to work with each other. And this makes someone lose a big fat fucking pentacle. Because apparently, this is a good trio. The Emperor, the High Priestess, the King of Wands. I mean, that's a pretty good trio right there. And the color scheme is like pretty nice. It's pretty nice. The color scheme's pretty nice. It's like warm, cool, and like kind of neutral. I don't know. It just like works well together. Like these 3 are gonna work well together. If this is like the first extend the offer, the Emperor and the King of Wands and the High Priestess are gonna work really well together. And the High Priestess to me comes off as a collective energy. I don't know the relationship. I just know they all work really well together. That's all I know. This is someone's worst nightmare, the Ace of Pentacles, because they don't get to be a part of that trio. They want to be a part of that trio, and they're upset because this is what they were trying to take from the collective, and that's not happening. They can't take it. Because collective has shown to be stable and hardworking and like consistent, is now reaping the rewards of all the work they've done. Because they have done the work to heal from a lot of bullshit with the 5 of Cups. There's a King of Pentacles who feels overburdened by the justice that needs to unfold. There's a King of Pentacles that is this one of the trio? One of the trio? And this is not one of the trio. There's a King of Pentacles that's overburdened by like all the justice that needs to actually happen to unfold like what he views as his wish fulfillment. Because I definitely get this King of Pentacles like wants justice so badly and just wants to do like there's a tower that happens that brings that fulfillment. But it's like a big tower. It's like a big poof. Like I like see it exploding in my head with the lava and stuff like that. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This Queen of Pentacles, is this the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords. This is a different feminine. Oh my god, this is like a fucking group. Jesus Christ, this is so annoying. Jumping all between these fucking energies. This Queen of Pentacles is a fucking opportunist, and just like, I get plagiarizes with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Plagiarizes from other, like, content creators is what it feels like. Like, mimics. Doesn't form their own wealth abundance. They have to siphon it from others because they don't have an original idea in their body. And because that's how they've been making it online with the World Upright. But now they're not protected from that because I guess there's receipts to go along with this, apparently. And also it's on the World, which the World to me comes to me as sometimes being online. So that's getting... Yeah, all her choices she made, especially online, are going to be exposed with the Four of Cups in reverse. All her motherfucking choices. That she thought she had the... It seems like with the Seven of Wands in reverse, with the World Upright, it seems like she thought she had this masquerade covered. She didn't think she would have to defend herself or like lose her defense or her protection. She was not prepared for that. That caught her off guard. All right, final outcome. All right, what's the final outcome? One more shuffle. One more. The Six of Cups. Staying within your, I don't know, like innocent, but like pure, like just like childlike energy. Just like staying centered, but also being in touch with your inner child. It's like a balance. It's just like Ace of Pentacles. You are currently in that energy of receiving it. You will get it at some point. Oh, hello. The Moon in reverse. Some things are going to be exposed about all these connections that came up against you that actively tried to install imbalances in your life. There's going to be something's happening. Judgment. People who did this shit will be under judgment. Definitely get with the Nine of Swords in reverse underneath the Four of Pentacles. It's saying like with the angels saying like don't worry, you're gonna get your stability back. They tried taking it away. The angels like we're gonna give it back. Eight of Wands. There's communication that's jumping back and forth real quickly. That's going on. Three of Wands. This communication is preventing people from traveling. Oh, because they're trying to hide what they did with the devil. Page of Swords. Somebody has documentation and possible videos of these people doing some satanic, dark-ass shit that is preventing them from traveling because something on the dark web is fucking exposed about this little fucking group and the weird fucking rituals they fucking do to individuals and people with gifts. Definitely got someone knows about it. Someone has like some sort of recording with the Page of Swords. Somebody has some sort of surveillance on this, some sort of like documentation somewhere on the web. These people can't go anywhere because the devil in reverse. There's something dark that gets exposed that is just, I have a feeling that's not fucking pretty. So it's like an emperor was blinded to... It's like, okay, there's an emperor that was like blinded to this thing of how people took other people's like inheritance, like their financial gain and their like karma. He was blind to that. He like didn't know, or they see, or either he didn't, I don't know, like apparently he like, did he know? Did he? I guess he like didn't know. He didn't like understand. I think he just invested because it worked out, but I don't think he actually knew like what was really going on behind, like, quote unquote behind the scenes. But these people are just like completely malicious and abusive and just actively install terror and like mental blockages so people like can't break through some sort of like, it's like it's like these people somehow like psychically or like mentally somehow install like blockages in people's heads so they're like unable to grow. So it's like they hit a wall in their own head and they can't understand why they can't get through it. That is like coming back to bite them with the Hierophant. I just get like this is coming back to haunt them. Some sort of justice system's coming through about these people just like terrorize these individuals. This is gonna break up a lot of relationships, because I guess a lot of people in like a higher society has certain relationships for certain reasons, and it's gonna break them up because of this Queen of Swords and Empress. Are they two feminines? Two? These are two different feminines of matriarch figure and a gossipy, lying, deceitful, meticulous Queen. But then it's like 10 wands, like this will be like a burden drop when this finally gets revealed, or like these ladies like FaceTime. These people who dibble dabbled with the devil, they can't move because there's some illusion that gets dropped that people can finally see through it. And it's mainly because of this Queen of Wands in reverse. She was kind of like the main reason why this illusion was dropped, because of her insecurities and jealousy and apparently overly sexual sex drive, something along those lines. She refused to grow up and she got actively invested against the collective, which she thought, for some reason, she thought she'd get away with like consequence free with the Tower in reverse. But no, like all the injustice done was seen by Temperance, and Temperance is installing that justice back in the form of a big ass fucking tower in her life. Has she gone through one? Has she gone through one? Is she gonna go through more? 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 Okay, she's going through more towers that are inevitable. She can like fight them all she fucking wants, but like yeah, they're happening. Collective has gone through, you know, the strength and the temperance. I just get like a spirit saying they're gonna come through hard. With divine justice, this has this chick for swords in reverse. She is panicking. She cannot find peace within herself. Her mind is kind of like I see swords, but like a tornado and like a whirlwind. Just very. It feels like she's tearing down her own mind, is what it feels like. Because of her deceptive behavior, especially toward a King of Wands, she actively tried manifesting against this King of Wands from interacting or interacting / communicating with a High Priestess, which comes out as a collective again. That's what she's freaking out about. She's going to be caught up for that. Yep. Because she did this with a group of her little friends. They both took this opportunity to do this shit, and it was a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. So this is like a couple, like a karmic couple. They're the perfect fucking match to do this type of bullshit towards the collective. So it wasn't just like a little group. Read it? I heard no. Okay. Okay, so that's the reading. So we'll do a little recap. Oh fuck, that's like an hour, over an hour long. So in the first row, we got the collective, while in hard mode, is actively trying to break out of cycles, or / work through the fear of repeating those cycles. There was a lot of negative change brought onto the collective, that the collective had to learn to let go of certain commitments and responsibilities, and also connections, in order to help heal themselves through the I got the Nine of Wands underneath as a Ten of Swords, to heal through that and stand tall through a betrayal that didn't go through because you healed your heart, or you were more focused on healing your heart. You didn't get that brutal ending. But there's someone out there that has like acknowledged and seen what you've gone through, and like there are people that want to extend a cup and work with you. The people that worked against you I feel like they're cut out, because the moon reverse, their secrets and everything are going to get revealed. And these people are going to go through negative change when it does. And then I got Judgment, Nine of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles. I definitely get Judgment's going to happen with this collective, this little group, and I feel like collective's going to go past Judgment. And collective's not to worry about losing stability, like hearing to not worry about that. That might be a fear that you have. You're not stable enough within your life. Because spirits is not to worry about that. That like over time it'll work out. But not be stressed about that immensely. And then we got the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and I did the Panthera deck because I felt called to that. And these people are not hesitating. They feel with the Page of Pentacle, they are not going to commit to causing a Ten of Swords to you because they've been experiencing things, especially when they're by themselves, and they want your luck / your energy to protect themselves because they got themselves into some sort of commitment with this. The saw the Devil Reverse. They were working with really dark satanic shit. This group is really sadistic as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But so there's some sort of commitment that they're bound towards too, and they're gonna currently all go through some sort of accident. I would get that cross. And these people want out of a nightmare, but they cannot quit. They can't get out of it. They want to so badly because they are scared to a degree. And to be honest with you all, even like this doesn't seem like, according how the cards are laid out, I don't think you can really help them get out of their own fucking contract they signed with Spirit, to be honest with you. But they just want to, it just seems like they just kind of want to leech off your fucking energy. They like them, they'll probably say the right things, but I'm getting like, with luck, I'm getting like they're willing to pay whatever you fucking desire to get them out of this fucking mess. But like, I don't know if it'd be worth it because it just like it just seems like Spirit's like they can't get out of it. They made this commitment. Like the energy I'm getting from this is like they made their fucking commitment. They have to fucking go through it. They can't quit out of it. They have to like go through. Like that's what I'm getting with that because they tried coming after the collective for no fucking reason. The collective is like, you know, collective's kind of chill and just creative and just does their own fucking thing. And there was no reason to attack the collective, so they have to like kind of go through this shit. And also they were told not to, so like, that's how it be sometimes. Alright, so that's 3. Take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Know they love you. Bye.